My name's Lucy Rose. I guess I'm a singer from the UK. Kind of play folky kind of stuff, I guess.
And when did you start making music?
I guess I started writing songs when I was younger, when I first taught myself how to play guitar. So I guess, God, it's a long time ago now. I think I was about 15 and I'm 29. So you do the maths. I can't work that out in the morning. So quite a long time, I guess.
Who did you listen to growing up?
I think I had pretty terrible taste in music when I was younger. And then I moved to London when I was 18 and discovered Neil Young and Joni Mitchell and Carole King, Tom Waits, Joan Armatrading and all that lot. So I think that's what's influenced my music more than the music that I grew up listening to. I listened to a lot of Green Day when I was younger, so no big deal.
So how did you get started, and when did you begin to feel that it would work out?
Yeah, I guess when I was 18 I moved to London and had a job in a clothes shop but was doing open mics, and at that point I've already felt like the journey had begun, and even just playing open mics I was so happy doing that, because I'd kind of been at school waiting for that moment of freedom where I could play music every night. And then I think I just felt like every year there was some sort of progression. It wasn't massive, but it felt like it was worth continuing. I don't know if there was a particular year it all clicked into place, because every year there was something exciting happened, whether it was singing with Bombay Bicycle Club and touring with them, and then making my own record and getting signed and putting a record out. There was like really exciting things that seemed to happen in different times. So I don't know if I could pick a year.
And when did you decide that this is what you were going to do?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's hard to think about that moment, but I think I was writing a lot of songs in my bedroom and I was recording them on my laptop, and I ended up giving a CD to our next door neighbour whose son was in the music industry, and he was managing different bands. And I think when he was interested, that was a big moment for me, where it's like, okay, this person who does know what he's doing thinks that I should continue with this, and this is something I should pursue. So I felt like at that moment it became real, not just like a dream for me to do something like that. It was like, no, maybe I should really take this seriously.
Your Something's Changing Journey documentary album and remixes is a remarkable project. Tell me a little about how it came about.
Yeah, the new record and the documentary that went with it, which are both called Something's Changing, it was just an idea to go travelling around Latin America and meet my fans and live with them, and it just turned out to be this life-changing experience which taught me more about my music and more about why it was important to write songs than I'd known in the rest of my whole career doing it. It was these 8 weeks, and it was kind of did change everything. And the documentary my husband filmed when we were there, so it just became, we didn't mean it to happen. And then the remixes project that's come after the record's come out, it's just really fun collaborative thing where I've got a load of my friends to remix different songs from the record. So I've got my own record and then a sort of my friends' versions of the songs. It's just like a fun side project.
Do you plan to continue this further as an ongoing project?
I guess travelling around the world more and going to places that I've not toured is definitely something that I'm passionate about continuing to go to places that I've not been. I'd love to go to Central America and do something similar there. And I guess I very much feel like I'm continuing with the same mindset of how I wrote the last record. I think that's very much going to continue into my ongoing records.
What do you feel you learned most from this project?
I think the thing I learned the most was not to be scared about the deeper things and the things that are a bit you don't talk about so much. Within music, I think I always felt embarrassed when I'd really exposed myself in a song, and it felt, you know, like, oh, maybe no one really wants to hear these innermost thoughts and feelings that I have. And I kind of was embarrassed by sometimes playing it, and then actually the thing I took is that was the songs that had connected most to people were those songs. So I guess it gave me encouragement not to be afraid of talking about those different type of things in my songs.
What do you hope people take away and learn from your project?
For me, I just think even if I have remotely inspired someone to pick up a guitar or play the piano or write songs, or, you know, it's sometimes quite terrifying, the thought of doing that. And if I could try and inspire someone to do that and then make their own music and enjoy music, then I think that would be my greatest achievement.
What are some things that are important to you that you like to address through your music?
I guess things that are important to me, I address a whole different range of feelings and issues within my songs. I have an odd thing, which is I guess I can talk deeply about what certain feelings mean within a song, but when it comes to actually just saying it out loud, I still find it more difficult. So I kind of just let my songs have the message, and then I don't really say much else.
Who would you most like to collaborate with, and why?
Probably, if I could collaborate with anybody, I think I would. It's such an obvious choice, but Neil Young, if I could, just aim to the highest, I'd go with him, because he's my hero, and I think I would learn more from him than anyone else.
What are your interests and passions outside of music?
My new passion is gardening, so I'm really into my gardening at the moment. Tennis is also, I used to play a lot of tennis when I was younger, and then I haven't played for 10 years. I've just recently started getting back into tennis. So that, and I guess hiking probably. I'm a big walker, so I've done some beautiful walks while we've been here in LA. Saw a coyote the other morning, which was a big deal. Yeah, pretty much boring things.
What's your favourite book, film and music right now?
Favourite book? Probably, got so many options, but I think probably To Kill a Mockingbird is still my favourite book. Favourite film? What's my favourite film? I always think of Harold and Maude because I like that film a lot. Music, my favourite music at the moment. I'm enjoying Armin June's record a lot. I've been listening to that all summer.
So what's next?
What's next? We fly home tomorrow, back to London. And then, yeah, pretty much recording the new record this summer. That's the plan anyway. So I guess it's new music, new songs and new record.